Because Olivia Newton-John wasn't from Nashville, they didn't like her winning our awards. I've got no complaints. Nobody's perfect. The only one that ever was crucified. You get used to sadness, growing up in the mountains, I guess. Dew never actually made moonshine, but he hauled about an ocean of it. I loved being outside. We'd hold lightning bugs in our fingers and pretend they were diamond rings. Really, I don't know what I'd do with myself if I retire. Wash dishes. Doolittle looked just like a little toy soldier the first time I ever saw him. The country is making a big mistake not teaching kids to cook and raise a garden and build fires. I never knew any Jews until I got into show business. I found them to be real smart and good workers. I've been around a long time, and life still has a whole lot of surprises for me. Daddy was real gentle with kids. That's why I expected so much out of marriage, figuring that all men should be steady and pleasant. I wouldn't have dared ask God for all that He's given me. I couldn't have done it on my own. I thank God every day for what I have. The night I announced I was getting married, Daddy paced for hours on the porch. I'm proud of being part Cherokee, and I think it's time all U.S. Indians felt the same way. When something is bothering me, I write a song that tells my feelings. When I first came to Nashville, people hardly gave country music any respect. We lived in old cars and dirty hotels, and we ate when we could. There's more women stars in Nashville all the time. They're proving they can do the job the same as a man. Sometimes I think our problems are made worse by the kind of business we're in. Playing these road shows is a weird experience. I've seen country music go uptown, as we say, and I'm proud I was there when it happened. I've always been full of nervous energy, but I'm not really as happy as I seem. I'm not a big fan of women's liberation, but maybe it will help women stand up for the respect they're due. I wasn't for Vietnam. When I told that to the hippie newspaper, all my people got nervous. I get along with all the women singers, but especially Dolly Parton. We talk the same hillbilly language. My biggest hero, Gregory Peck, was my birthday present on April 14, 1973. I just sat and stared at him. You ain't supposed to get salmon when they're swimming upstream to spawn. But if you're hungry, you do. When all those city folks try to fix up my talking, all they do is mess me up. A lot of people say I'd miss show business if I quit. I'd miss some of it. Now it's the only life I know. We used to go around tipping outhouses over, or turning over corn shocks on Halloween. Anything to be mean. Mommy smoked, but she didn't want us to. She saw smoke coming out of the barn one time, so we got whipped. Once in a while I get inspired and finish my act with the hillbilly hoedown. I didn't know how babies were made until I was pregnant with my fourth child. Growing up in eastern Kentucky as I did, I'm used to having a few guns around to protect me. You can't be halfway in this business. If you don't meet the fans, you lose all you've got. When I'd tell people I like country music, they'd get this look on their faces. People were kind of ashamed of country. We still lend our old house out to relatives. They keep a guest book for my fans to sign. Me and my partner, Conway Twitty, cleaned up at 1972 Country Music Association Awards. I've seen every highway in the United States, and they all look alike to me. I've been married to the same man for all this time. The way we fight sometimes, you can tell. I'm trying to lead a good Christian life, so there ain't too much spicy to tell about me. I'm always making butcher holler sound like the most backward part of the United States, and I think maybe it is. I try to visit people in hospitals when I can, smiling and joking while I'm there. But when I leave, I just start crying. I know there's some kind of history to mountain music, like it came from Ireland or England or Scotland, and we kept up the tradition. I believe in horoscopes. I was born under the sign of the ram, which means I'm headstrong, and don't like people telling me what to do. Back then, we didn't know we were poor, and people were more proud then. Click the link in the bio for free study notes, limited spots. Follow us now, Study Note 10.